One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And the Bears will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense will have the football first. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the...
Turning it on! He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Golden Eagles will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Bears offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get it.
Go toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Look at it this way, the field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Golden Eagles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Ncaa-BU would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give out of the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It would...
Going for the big play. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Baylor!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 2nd and goal for this offense. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gonna take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Inside the 10. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Rush is on him, and the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable, make him feel that pressure, keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Eagles line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be in the 35.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll keep it on the ground.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Trying play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Got it set up on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. On the set. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the first half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. A little release to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hand.
A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Golden Eagles will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Takes a hit as he fires.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He's got it on the right. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. Unloads quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Golden Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense lining up quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's fine.
Turning it on! A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take shots? That one just missed, but I would not be shocked if they find that guy again.
Release to the back. Finds his target down the middle. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it's picked off at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Golden Eagles are flying down the field.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped.
21, Southern Mississippi, 16.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive throw.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
And the Bears will have it first and 10. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Bears lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go. Hey, got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense
brings it down on the right side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. A 5-point game here, getting very late, and the offense will stay on the field on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Southern Mississippi, 16.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They are in business, starting this drive inside the 10-yard line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. He's at the touchdown. Southern Miss. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, as you know, there is a fight for the Cy-Hawk going on between Iowa and Iowa State, and we finally have a winner. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
You want to talk about building confidence?